Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute, long time no see, but we're back. We're feeling better than ever. Right now it feels like I'm in a rebuild stage of my life. Like I said, coming home, it has been an adjustment, but it's also taking that realization that nobody is going to save me but myself. And if I don't like my current situation, then I have to do something about it. And while it's easier said than done, I was going through a state of where I just lost complete creativity and just making videos, uploading to Instagram, whatever. But it just, again, all comes down to the realization that I'm not going to get to where I want to be if I keep giving up, or if I choose not to act on the things that I know what I want for myself. And it's all about, feelings, putting them aside. It's mind over matter and not reacting off of emotion. And again, it's easier said than done, but sometimes you just have to allow yourself to maybe sit in it for a moment to really get an idea of why you're feeling this way. How can you get yourself out of this situation, and just mustering up that courage within yourself to motivate yourself again. Because motivation is a feeling, it comes and goes. It's nothing persistent. It's all about discipline that has to kick in on those days where you're not feeling motivated. Pretty much what this video is about is just getting back in alignment with yourself and your goals. Because with anybody in life, you're going to go through it. You're going to go through moments where it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. You're not going to know which way to go. You're unsure. You might not be feeling the best. You might not be feeling motivated. It happens along your journey. It's natural. But how quickly can you get yourself out of that slump to continue to produce for the betterment of yourself? Because this is long term. It's nothing in the moment, though we should be present, and anything that we're feeling right now is valid. But you have to sort through these emotions as quick as possible, or else they can hold you back. And we've come way too far to be held back. So it's just realizing that, okay, Alyssa, you're not happy with your current situation. How can you become better? How can you work towards the next step, the next goal? And that's the actions that I just started taking, because I was in a slump for about a couple months, it feels like. And now it's just to a point where I need to get myself back in my own game, because I have so much that I aspire to achieve, so much that I dream, so much creativity within me that I just want to share and I want to create. So if you ever feel similar to how I've been feeling, just know you're not alone, and just know that you can bounce back. There's no excuse that you can't. Just because you fall off doesn't mean it's guaranteed that for the rest of your life. But it will be that if you can't regroup yourself, revisit your purpose, figure out your whys, and continue on. I'm just going to hold my hand here so the glare from the sun isn't ruining the video. But yeah, it's just, how can you bounce back? What are ways that is going to re-inspire you to bounce back? And actually, in this time, I actually found something that I'm very interested in and studying to pursue. And that is UX, UI design. One of my friends that's studying IT right now, she put me onto it, and I just did more research. I found a certification course that I've been taking, and honestly, I'm so intrigued by it. I feel like it's if I was to work a 9-to-5 or be employed anywhere, like, this is the type of job that I'd want to do, because it allows me to operate in my creativity. That's all that I want. And to get paid to operate in creativity is music to my ears and what I've always been wanting. And it's within a field of IT, which I feel like is a pretty good field to get into. And there's surprisingly so many paths underneath the IT umbrella that she just helped really hone in on a specific part that is catered to me and my interests, that makes learning easy And doing so, it has re-sparked my creativity with just my personal projects as well. So like YouTube and Instagram and the visuals that I want to create and the type of lifestyle that I see for myself. So it's kind of like having a breakthrough at a time when you're not feeling the greatest. And that is what's pumped me and has re-sparked my creativity to, again, produce instead of consuming so much around me. It's important to be a producer and not a consumer, because once you consume, you're focusing too much on external, and when you produce, you're focusing more on what it is that you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Sorry, it's a Jake break. And that is why I'm back, because like I said, we're on a mission, and I was doing very well for myself in Vegas, but I can't make that excuse coming back home, as if I haven't learned a whole lot about myself and my passions and what it is that I want to do out there. Once you know what you know, you can take it anywhere. Now, environments, they do matter. If you are aware that you're in a toxic environment, you have to eliminate yourself immediately, because I could feel it wearing down on me, and I wasn't producing. I wasn't being the best that I could be, and I knew it because of the environment that was around me. I tried my best to stick it out and try not to adapt to it or allow it to affect me, but that's just not the reality of it. If you are in a toxic environment, it's going to hinder you tremendously. So if you are aware that you are in a toxic environment, you have to remove yourself for your own sake, for your growth. And as I said, in Vegas, I've come way too far to try to fit myself into places where I know I don't belong, where I'm not thriving in, because it's costly, and I could feel it costing me, and I had to leave. So just over the matter of the few days that I left that environment and am in a new one, I can already feel the difference. I started to produce again. I started to create stuff. I started to put pieces together, all between the new career path that I'm studying, between leaving a toxic environment, just all of it. And that's how easily you can get yourself back on track, is when you identify what is holding you down, what is pulling you back, and eliminating it. Eliminate it. It's not serving you, let it go. Because I've come too far to allow any steps backwards. And I made that mistake of coming back home to a place that I was comfortable with. And comfort isn't going to allow you any type of growth. You have to get uncomfortable in order to grow. So just be mindful of things that can be tearing you down, the environments that you're in, your mindset. That's a big key to it. How are you speaking to yourself? Are you uplifting yourself? Are you speaking kindly to yourself? If you aren't, then you have to make that change, that conscious change, to want to do better for yourself. Because like I said, we're on a mission. I'm on my way there, and I will keep pursuing the path that I feel is the best fit for me, and that's what I'm doing. And it's showing for it. So again, you can make those conscious changes. You can become better. You have it within you. Another thing I read the other day that has helped me is, if you're currently in a sour situation, not exactly where you want to be, how is your mind thinking? Are you constantly thinking on the negative? Because your brain will start to cherry pick the negatives, because that's what it's used to. That's what it's wired. But when you start to focus more on the positive, that's when things change. That's when you can rewire your brain and alter your brain chemistry to now think more positively in a way that is going to serve you. And I'm so sorry about the lighting, guys. It's terrible, but you can do this. But it's with conscious choices every single day and recognizing bad habits. That's the only way change is going to serve you. But if you're constantly thinking negative, then that's what your brain is going to register, and that is what you're going to experience. So if you don't want to experience problems, negativity, any sort of negative, think positive. And it's only hard because your brain is not familiarized with it. But once you start to get familiarized with it, your brain patterns will change. You will think differently. You'll become more optimistic. You'll become happier. You'll start to create in a way that is best fit for you. And you'll start to progress. You'll start to see those changes. And that's all you have to remind yourself. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye, guys.